Communication is often recognized as verbal, but did you know communication is also nonverbal? Studies show that nonverbal communication is a crucial aspect of communication. In fact, nonverbal communication is used significantly more than verbal communication. In this speech, I'm going to discuss 5 types of nonverbal communication. Those types are kinesics, haptics, physical appearance, artifacts, and environmental factors. Kinesics. Kinesics is body position, body motion, facial expressions, and gestures. For example, a finger across the lips may communicate to be quiet, or a frown on the face may communicate that person is sad. Kinesics is one of the most recognized types of nonverbal communication. Now that I've explained kinesics, let's move on to our second type of nonverbal communication, haptics. Haptics is physical touch. If you go to an interview, a firm handshake can communicate confidence and professionalism. Or if you hug someone, that would communicate affection. Now that we have an understanding of what haptics is, let's move on to our third type of nonverbal communication, physical appearance. Physical appearance is the physical qualities such as gender, age, size, skin, color, and features. A way to understand this is to think about judgment you make when you first see someone. For example, if you saw someone who had gray hair, you may automatically assume that they're an older person. Or if you saw someone who had big muscles, you may automatically assume that they're into fitness. Now that we've established what physical appearance is, let's move on to our fourth type of nonverbal communication, artifacts. Artifacts are personal objects used to announce our identities and personalize our environments. As humans, we surround ourselves with artifacts to communicate to others who we are. So if we want to convey a lavish lifestyle, we may surround ourselves with expensive items such as fancy cars or a big house or expensive jewelry. Another example would be if someone was wearing a wedding ring. The ring would communicate that that person was married. Now that I explained artifacts, let's move on to our last type of nonverbal communication, environmental factors. Environmental factors are elements of a setting that affect how we feel and act, such as colors, or the way a room is designed, smell, lighting, temperature, and sound. So say someone was putting together a yoga studio. They may want to do this by having dim lighting, or maybe soft or natural colors in the paint and the fabric, maybe no music or relaxing music. This would signify a relaxing environment. Now that we've established the last nonverbal communication type, environmental factors, let's reiterate what we learned. In this speech, we established 5 types of nonverbal communication: kinesics, haptics, physical appearance, artifacts, and environmental factors. I hope you now have a general idea of what these nonverbal communication types mean and hope you can recognize them in everyday life. Remember, communication is not just verbal, but also nonverbal. So be mindful of how you portray yourself. You don't want to send the wrong message.